Time for another game in the Hometown Football League. I'm Big Polly coming to you. Today it's off to Detroit. Houston invades the Lions' Den, and they'll be playing indoors at Ford Field. I'll be controlling Detroit as the human team. Houston, run by the computer, they are the visiting team. I'll receive the ball to start the first half. Warren Moon, Matthew Stafford, your quarterbacks. Bum Phillips and George Wilson, your head coaches. Watkins, Fennebach, and Walker back deep. And we'll get this show on the road. Detroit in the blue, Houston in the white. Watkins, a return of 29 to the 30. The starting lineup for Detroit: Sanders and Taylor at running back, Moore and Johnson at wideout, Charlie Sanders that is, at tight end, Stafford at quarterback, Brown, Stanfill, Glover, Sewell, and Creekmore, your offensive line. For Houston, a combination of the Texans of 2002 to the present day and the Oilers prior to their move to Tennessee. Watt and Williams, your defensive ends. Childress and Culp, defensive tackles. Brazel, Ryan, Webster at linebacker. Farr, Hicks, Bishop, and Reinfeldt, your defensive backs. And on 1st and 10, it's going to be a give to who else but Barry Sanders, trap right. Trying to think if Detroit has played a home game yet this year. If not, they'll have a chunk of them to end the season, as each team gets 8 home games and 8 games on the road. And it is Sanders gaining 2, Williams on the tackle. They'll go Calvin Johnson on the medium cross, which is good because Houston's playing a short, tight defense. But a sack by Williams.
Number 79, 5-yard penalty.
But countered that, Childress commits an offsides penalty, so it's 2nd and 3, so wipe away the sack. Sanders, off tackle right. Back to the line, and that's it. Curly Culp got to him. 3rd and 3, they'll go double tight end, and they will pitch it to Barry Sanders. Pitch right. Sanders turned the corner. No, he cannot. He gains 2. 4th and a yard. Detroit will punt. Here's Earl Morrill. And that punt was more moral than Jerry Falwell Jr. Punt goes 42 yards. The fair catch made by White Shoes Johnson, Billy White Shoes Johnson. So that goes no gain. And the net will be 42. For Houston, your lineup offensively: Campbell and Cannon, your running backs. Johnson and Hopkins at wideout. Daniels at tight end. Moon at quarterback. Jameson, Matthews, Myers, Munchak, and Brown, your offensive line. For Detroit, Porche, Baker, Karras, Brown, your front 4, Walker, Schmidt, Williams, your linebackers, Larry, Dahl, Hunter, Quinn, your defensive backs. And we'll see what Houston does here with their first series. Moon goes to Johnson, and he gains 11. You got 2 great corners in Larry and Dahl, so it's going to be hard for Houston to throw, but they did so right there. 1st and 10 at the 30. And this time it gets out to Hopkins, who had a great game last week. Gain of 18. I believe Houston played Tampa Bay last week. 1st and 10 at the 48. Of course, everybody's been beaten on Tampa Bay. And that's a throw to Owen Daniels, who gained 17. So, big chunk of yardage for Warren Moon here on the first 3 passes. He's 3 for 3, 46 yards. 1st and 10 at the 35. Houston coming in 3 and 3. Detroit 2 and 4. Charlie Hennigan, no gain by Campbell. He comes in as the 3rd wideout for this 2nd and 10 play. Give to Earl Campbell out of Texas. He gains 5. Walker on the stop. That's a big load to bring down. 3rd and 5 at the 30. Campbell gains 2. Punting, not a punt, but a field goal try for Houston. This will be from 45 yards out for Mr. Del Greco. No good. Pushed it left, just barely. So, Detroit gets it back. 1st and 10 at their own 35. We have 8:16 left, opening quarter. Trap right, Barry Sanders. Blitz coming, so it's going to be a screen to Taylor. Alty Taylor instead. Marker down.
Holding offense. Number 66, 10-yard
Coming back
penalty.
on a hold. And it's going to be 1st and 20. So, what do you do on 1st and 20? You give it right back to Barry. Pitch left. Might get some yardage here because Houston was playing deep and loose. No gain. J.J. Watt with a nice play. And it's now 2nd and 20. They'll put Golden Tate in the game, and he'll throw it to him on a medium slant. And they find him, a gain of 9. Farr will stay in despite favoring his arm. 3rd and 11. We'll go Johnson, medium cross. Caught. Gain of 20, but
Pass interference, defense. Number 31, automatic, first down.
the play will stand as Robertson commits pass interference. Back to Sanders. Off tackle right. That's a gain of 8. And now you're looking at 2nd and 2. And I think I will go along here to Herman Moore. Instead, it's a dump to Johnson, who gains 10. Good enough for the first. They'll go back to Barry. Sweep right this time. And they get good blocking. Gain of 9. Barry is 6 carries, 21 yards. Back to Alty Taylor on a dive, just to give Sanders a little rest. And Taylor gains 6. A little surprised there. Strikes me as one of those 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of guys, but he picked up 6 this time. They'll go Gibbons on the short cross, 1st and 10 at the 12. Touchdown, Jim Gibbons. And it's 6-0 Detroit. Here's your extra point attempt. Good by Murray, and it's 7-0 with 3:16 left in the first quarter. Levias back deep. I did not catch the other returners, so I will make an effort to give you their names.
Holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
The return went out to the 24, but the hold by Brazel backs Houston up to the 11. Let's mention those return men for Houston in case I do not get a chance later. Levias, Johnson, Cannon. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 11. We have 3:07 left. Over the middle, that was to Andre Johnson, who gains 14. 1st and 10 at the 25 now. No catch. Moon attempted to throw that to Daniels. 2nd and 10 at the 25. And that went to Campbell, who gained 6, and Dahl came up with the tackle. 3rd and 4 at the 31. Here's your money play. Caught by Hopkins, who gains 17. And a first down for the Oilers. Dahl on the tackle there as well. 1st and 10 at Houston's own 48. To Daniels, he gains 6. 2nd and 4 at the 46. This is Campbell, who gains 3. And that ends the first quarter. Detroit leading 7-0. Alvin Reed will come in as a second tight end when the second quarter commences. I am recording this August 24th, 2020, for air on August 27th, 2020 at 7 o'clock. That'll be the initial time that this game can be accessed. If you are seeing this on August 27th, I'll have 2 games up for you on the 28th, one at 7 o'clock, one at 9 o'clock, and I should get... I have a work commitment this week, which I don't know how long it will last, so I'm getting all the games in this week as soon as humanly possible. So I'm doing a whole bunch of games on Monday night, August 24th. As you hear this, that was 3 days ago. So are you confused yet? Because I am, just mentioning it. And we'll try to get to our weekend projects as time permits. I don't know if the new job's going to work out. Well, actually, the new job is the same as an old job. I'm back at Walmart, or should be back at Walmart as you hear this if things go well. So That's why I'm doing all of these games in advance and trying to get as many in tonight as I can. 99 yards of total offense for Houston, 58 for Detroit. Houston has run 12 plays, the Oilers, and the Lions have run 10 plays. 7 have been rushes. 7 of the 12 plays Houston has run have been passes. 3rd and 1 at the 43, double tight end set. Earl, short. Joe Schmidt came up and got the tackle. I'll watch for a fake punt here on 4th and 1 at the 43. And that's out at the 10. The punt went 33 yards. Detroit takes over. 14-14 left in quarter number 2. By the way, the games Friday, we're going to put them up at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock United States Eastern Standard Time. Barry Sanders, trap right. Last game will be Tampa Bay hosting Dallas. Memory going a little short is what the first game Friday will be. Gain of 11. Reinfeld brought him down. So we have a nice little running back duel here between two of the all-time greats, Earl Campbell and Barry Sanders. Sanders trapped left against a deep defense. For some reason, Houston thought they were going to throw a long pass, but with the success Detroit has been having running the ball, well, they've been having success throwing it too. That struck me as a little odd. Pitch right to Sanders on 2nd and 7. Close to the first is Barry Sanders. Far knocking him out at the 29. So now a 3rd and 2. It's going to be a play action medium pass, and we'll look for Herman Moore. Incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference, defense. Number 20, automatic, first down.
And that's a first down. Didn't catch who it was against. 1st and 10 at the 42. Just to show you I'm recording this on the Monday, I'm looking at my television, and Toronto is beating Tampa Bay 6-4 in the 9th inning at 6:23 p.m. on August 24th. So record that for posterity. Off tackle right, Barry Sanders. No gain, Curly Culp on the tackle. Alty Taylor on the screen, but a marker before
Ball
the play.
Start. Offense. Number 84, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
More. How we don't like him. He commits a false start, and it's 2nd and 15. Moore will go to him on the cross. Instead, it's a dump to Taylor, but another
Grabbing the
marker.
face mask. Defense.
This
Number
one against
52,
Houston.
5-yard penalty. Automatic.
And that's a first down. Thank you, referee. 1st and 10. To Sanders. Pitch left. Back to the line.
Encroachment. Defense. Number
My goodness.
99, 5-yard penalty.
A lot of penalties in this game already, or so it seems. Houston has already committed 6 in just 18:53 of playing time in this game. We'll go Moore, medium slant. Sack by Williams. Oh, he got Stafford out of nowhere there, and that's a loss of 12. Houston defense, not Houston, but the Detroit defense getting a little tired. We're going to put Sims in favor of Barry Sanders, and we'll go to him on the pitch right on 2nd and 17. Picks up a few.
Holding. Offense. Number 80, 10-yard penalty.
Oh my goodness, Gibbons called for a holding. This has been a very sloppy series. So now it's 2nd and a cab ride from Ann Arbor. Screen to Taylor. Incomplete. 3rd and 27. Back in the old days, you might want to. The smart play would have been the quick kick from here, but we won't do that. We're just going to throw a bomb and hope somebody runs under it. It'll go to Johnson. Nope, it's not going to go to Johnson. It'll go to somebody else. Sack by Brazel. Loss of 7. So that was a very awkward series. And the Boo Birds out in force here in downtown Detroit. Morrill back to punt for the Lions. Fair caught by Johnson. Punt went 46. So Houston gets it back. 1st and 10 at the 34. And a marker down.
False start. Offense. Number 80, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Andre Johnson called for holding. For a false start, I'm sorry. 10 penalties already. To Campbell. Put the penalties in your pockets, boys, and let them play a little bit. 4-yard gain. Moon to Campbell, and it's now 2nd and 11 at the 33. Moon fumbles. Recovered by Detroit. Baker with the recovery. And now 1st and 10 at the 31. And I always like to take advantage of turnovers. We're going to go long play action to Johnson. Not there. Johnson wanted pass interference on Hicks, but no such call was made. Sims was still in, so we're going to put Barry Sanders back in the game. Trap right, Barry, on 2nd and 10. Picked up a couple. 3rd and 8. They'll go to Cloyce Box on a medium slant. No, that's not a joke name. Incomplete. That's a legitimate name. 4th and 8. Murray comes on, and we'll try a field goal from 46 to make it 10-0, and it's right down the middle. Fair Hooker. There was a Fair Hooker who once played for Cleveland. That's no joke name. That was his real name. 10-0 with 7:24. In fact, on the first Monday night game, Don Meredith made a nice little joke about his name. Fair Hooker? I hadn't seen one yet. Levias back deep for Houston. By the goal line and out to the 21. 1st and 10, ball to 21, as I just said. Here's Moon. He gives to Campbell. Campbell just short of the first down after a gain of 10. Larry makes the stop for the Lions. 2nd and inches. And that went to Campbell, and he got enough for the first down. No penalty. Thought there was initially. And now it's a 1st and 10 at the 31. They give to 33, which is Billy Cannon, which I believe is his first rush of the day. He gains 4. Williams on the stop for Houston. For Detroit, I'm sorry. Ball to 35, 2nd and 6. That's over the middle to Hennigan, who gains 9. Larry on the tackle. Now a 1st and 10 at the 44. Campbell motors ahead for 8. Dahl on the tackle for Detroit. 4:13 left in the half. It's 10-0 Detroit. 2nd and 2 at the 48. Campbell loses a yard on 2nd and 2. Schmidt again with a key tackle. Now it's 3rd and 3 at the 49 of Detroit. Campbell's got the first this time on an outside run. Detroit will not call timeout. They'll let Houston call their own. 1st and 10 at the 43. Sack by Schmidt.
Encroachment, defense. Number 71, 5-yard penalty.
But it's going to be nullified. Encroachment by Alex Karras. 1st and 5 at the 38. Over the middle to Andre Johnson, who gains 13, and Len Barney tackles him on the short slant. That'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Johnson 3 catches, 38 yards. It's still Detroit 10 and Houston nothing. Ball to 25. That is to Cannon, who gains 3. I again will not call timeout. 2nd and 7. Houston not using one either. An incomplete pass. Moon's pass batted down by Porsche. Each team has all 3 timeouts left, by the way. 3rd and 7 at the 22. A throw incomplete looking for Hennigan. And Del Greco comes on from 39. and pushes it left. No good. And with a $1.26 on the clock, Houston being dominated in the yardage game, 154 to 62. They will go to Moore. Medium cross. Blitz coming, so they're going to change the Moore play to a medium slant. And there he is. Gain of 17, and that'll be a timeout. Detroit uses their first. They have 2 left. Johnson, medium out. Complete. And a gain of 19. And he got out of bounds, pushed out by Hicks. Now a 1st and 10 at the 35. We'll give it to Sanders on the screen, who is yet to have a catch today. Now he does. 20, close to the 10, at the 10. Gain of 25 on the screen. And the Lions will call another timeout. 1 minute exactly left in the quarter. Short pass to Taylor on 1st and goal from the 10. So they have to get a touchdown. They cannot get another first from where they are on that 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hitch to Moore. Sack by Webster. 10-yard loss. So they'll go quickly to the line. And they'll call a medium pass to Johnson on 3rd and goal from the 20. Caught and a touchdown. That's Jim Gibbons with his 2nd of the day. Making it 16, about to be 17-0 if the point after goes through by Murray, which it does. And there you go, 17-0, and we have 34 seconds left in the first half. And here is Murray about to kick it away. He'll kick it at an angle, hoping that will inhibit the return some. And Johnson returned it 27 yards to the 35. So it really didn't do its job there. 1st and 10 from there. Here's Moon. Gives it to Campbell. And I think Houston wants to get into the half. No, they call a timeout with 13 seconds left. That's a curious decision. Looking for Johnson. Incomplete. 10 seconds left now. I'm going to go 4-2 nickel zone pass. Incomplete. No, it was complete. That was to Johnson. Andre Johnson. But it'll be short of the 1st down. I'm going to call timeout. 3 seconds left. 4th and 3 at the 32. Maybe we can get a block here. Nope. But the punt was shanked pretty bad. 23 yards. That was Norton who punted it. And that's your first half. Detroit 17. Houston, nada. So the first half stats, we look at a glance, 161 total yards for Houston, 29 plays, 15 rushes. Detroit, 133. They have been balanced, 24 plays, 12 of each, rushes and passes. Let's see here. Nobody really standing out offensively as I look at the box score over here on the right. Nobody has really had a standout game as of yet, but that could change. Here's Levias back deep for the Oilers. Returnable. And out to
Illegal
the
block.
23 for the moment.
10-yard penalty.
Brown commits a hold. And it is 1st and 10 at the 9. Moon, 10 for 14, 116 yards on the day. Start the second half. Quick throw to Johnson, who gains 9. 2nd and 1, ball at the 18. Campbell gets the 1st down by the nose of the football. 1st and 10 at the 19. Karras makes the tackle on Campbell. Now a 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Moon looking for Johnson. Barney provided good coverage. Len Barney, 3rd and 10. Bounces off of 87. And there was an injury to Brown. I think that was Hennigan, Charlie Hennigan. Yes, it was. So Houston has to punt 4th and 10 from their own 19. The punt went 47 by Norton. Watkins returns at 3 yards. So now Detroit could keep it pretty basic offensively and just pound the ball a little bit here. Here's Barry Sanders off tackle right. He gains 4. Setting up 2nd and 6. Taylor has only caught 1 pass and rushed it once. Barry Sanders has 12 carries, 46 yards, and 1 catch for 25. We'll go to Taylor here. Trap left. Nothing there. No gain. Setting up 3rd and 6. Go 3 wide. And they'll look for Cloyce Box. Medium hitch. He wears number 80, and that's incomplete. 4th and 6, so a 3 and out for Detroit. Very disappointing drive for them. Here's Morrill, and a false start.
5-yard penalty.
By Creekmore.
4th down.
Makes it 4th and 11. The line of scrimmage now the 36. Here's Morrill. Returned, and a nice return. And we'll see what happened here. Looked like there may have been a fumble as the animation goes on and on. Johnson had a wide open field, recovered by Brown, so Detroit winds up with the ball again on the punt return fumble, going back to the punting team. Double tight end, single running back, and they will go to Barry Sanders. Put some more power in the blocking, and that's a gain of 13. Sanders again. Sweep left. This time, no gain. So they'll go back to a 2 tight end set, a 2 running back set, 2 tight ends. How about Taylor on a screen pass with a blitz coming? Caught by Taylor, 20, down to the 10. Toronto, by the way, has beaten Tampa Bay on August 24th. That game just went final at 6:39 Eastern Time. So, with that no longer around to distract us, here's Sanders, trap right. Blitz coming, so they're going to change it to a screen to Barry Sanders. Incomplete. Stafford was forced through the right side, out of the pocket, and could not find Sanders as he was throwing and running. They'll go back to Barry. Pitch right. Back to the line, and that's it. 3rd and goal. Well, Gibbons already has 2 touchdowns, so what do you say we try to give it to him again on the short cross? Instead, it's a dump to Sanders, who gains 4. 4th and goal at the 6. We have 7:44 left in quarter number 3. 9 and 10 chance. Eddie Murray makes this field goal from 23 yards out, and it's good. And it's 20-0 with 7:14 left in the 3rd. Here's Levias. 20 and out to the 23. Return to 20 yards. 1st and 10. Warren Moon, 11 out of 17, 125 yards. He's not had a bad game, but 2 turnovers have killed Houston so far. This is to Hopkins. Hopkins short by a few inches of the 1st down after gaining 10. Now a 2nd and inches situation at the 33. This is Billy Cannon, hero of LSU. Won LSU's last national championship until, well, not the last national championship, but probably the most notable before LSU won the national championship in 2020. That's a gain of a yard and a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34. Moon's going to scramble. and he's going to gain 7 yards. Quinn makes the stop for Detroit. 2nd and 3. We have 5:22 left now, third quarter. To Hopkins, who crosses midfield into Detroit territory at the 49. He gained 10. Hopkins has 4 catches, 55 yards. Johnson, notably, has 5 catches for 54. 1st and 10 at the 49. Incomplete. Schmidt may have intercepted, I'm being told, so let's try it.
Upon further review, the ball was secured before it hit the ground. Interception. No timeout will be charged.
Our senior official points the other way and says, Detroit, you have the ball. Joe Schmidt with his 2nd pick of the year, and that's Detroit gaining their 3rd turnover of the game. 3:56 left in quarter number 3. Houston trailing by 20, and hope it don't get any worse for them. Hope it doesn't get any worse for them. Use proper English, Paulie. Sweep left Sanders on 1st and 10. Houston kind of bunched over to the left side, though. No gain. J.J. Watt on the tackle. Detroit wins this. They go to 3 and 4 in the upper North Division, whereas Houston would fall to 3 and 4 in the lower South. Sanders off tackle right. They'll try to run away from the bunching. And that also goes for no gain. Interesting. Calvin Johnson, slant pass with a blitz coming on 3rd and 10. Close to the first, and he got it. Houston will challenge the spot. That was Herman Moore.
Upon further review, the runner was stopped short of the 1st down. No timeout will be charged.
Okay, so there you go. Short of the 1st down was Moore. Moore will come in to punt, no question about that. You don't want to give Houston any shot at life. And here's Johnson, White Shoes Johnson. The return went 16 on a punt that went 34. So now 1st and 10 at the Houston 47. Houston with the ball, 2:29 left, 3rd quarter. They trail 20-0. Moon into Detroit territory, inside the 40 to the 38, a gain of 15. And it was Dahl who came up and finally got him down. Moon, that is. 1st and 10 at the 38. Screen to Cannon, who gains 8, and Hunter made the stop there. 2nd and 2, ball at the 30. That is Earl Campbell, who gains 6. Earl, 15 carries and 46 yards on the day. Nearing the end of quarter number 3. Campbell gains 2, and that will end the 3rd quarter. Houston trailing 20-0. Dominic Davis and Drew Hill are going to come into the game for Houston. Let's first give you the quick stats. After 3 quarters, Houston 230 total yards of offense, net yards of offense. 43 plays, 22 have been rushes. Detroit 183, 36 plays, 19 have been rushes. 2nd and 8 at the Detroit 22 is Houston looking to get on the Cadillac board. Glenn Ross reference there. 7-yard gain. Throw down to Davis. 3rd and a yard, ball to 15. That is, again, another check down to Davis. He gains 4 yards. 1st down at the 11. Davis again, pickup of 2. And Don Dahl has his 10th tackle of the day. 2nd and 8 at the 9. Davis, another 4 yards. Moon, 17 to 24 for 168 yards, but he has 1 interception. 3rd and 4. Can he get a touchdown to atone for it? Davis, gain of a yard. Now, Houston's going to kick here, which makes no sense because they're down 20, and if they kick the field goal and get 3, then they're still 3 scores down. Let's see what Del Greco does. Penalty.
Offsides. Defense.
Baker called for offsides on 4th and 3. And Houston's going to take the points, oddly enough. So it's 20-3 with 11:24 left. in the fourth. Watkins back deep. I'm going to assume Houston is not going to onside kick here. They didn't have the intelligence to go for it, so why would they have the intelligence to try a surprise onside kick here? Watkins returned it to the 29, return of 20. Trap left, Ricky Sanders on 1st and 10, which we're going to change into a sweep to the right. And a good call. Sanders picks up 9. He's at 68 on the day. And we'll keep going to that right side. Pitch it right. On 2nd and 1. Oh, he loses 4 yards. Williams makes the stop. Now a 3rd and 5. Moore. Short cross. Gains 9, so it's a first. Double tight end set. They will again look to Barry Sanders. Trap right. Sanders picks up the first down on 1st down. He gains 12. And he's now at 76 yards rushing the ball. Taylor, dive play. And looks like we have a fumble. We do. Scooped up and a touchdown for Houston. Bishop returned it 58 yards. Shows you what I know. Your point after try is good, and suddenly it is 20-10 with 8:06 left in quarter number 4. Now we will watch for the onside kick. And somebody took it. It was Fennenbach.
Receiving team.
And now they commit a holding penalty, and that backs Detroit up to their own 11. Back to a base formation goes Detroit, and they will go long slant to Herman Moore. Incomplete. Stafford instead threw to Gibbons on a check down. And now you're looking at 2nd and 10. Pitch right, Barry Sanders. And Detroit needs to execute a bit here, otherwise they might be in trouble. A gain of 2 there for Sanders. And they'll look for Cloyce Box on the short hitch. 3rd and 8 from the 13. Incomplete. Punting time for Detroit. Here's Earl Morrill. Punt goes 45. And it was Dorney who brought Johnson down. White Shoes Johnson. Billy White Shoes Johnson. And now Houston has something going here. 7 minutes left in quarter number 4. You're only down 10 now. Moon. Incomplete. Looking for Hennigan. Dahl on the coverage. 2nd and 10 at the 45. Screen to Davis. He's got a first down. Gain of 12. 1st and 10 at the 43. Davis to the 40, close to the first. He has it. James Hunter with his 10th tackle of the day. And that's a first down at the 33. Moon now 20 of 28 and 191 yards. Davis has 8 catches. But that's a pick. Barney with his first interception of the year at the 12, returned it 13 to the 25. 4th turnover on the day for Houston, and that might be a killer. 5:38 left. Final quarter perhaps. It's 20-10. And here is Sanders getting the ball on a handoff. He picks up 7. Farr coming out, re-injured his triceps and won't return. Pollard comes in. Bernard Pollard out of Purdue will come in to replace him. 2nd and 3. And on 2nd and 3, we're going to go long to Herman Moore, play action pass, and try to get Houston napping. Instead, it's a dump to Gibbons, who gains 2 yards. And now Detroit will slow it down. Barry Sanders on a dive, 3rd and a yard. No, sir. Back to the line, and that's it. J.J. Watt made a great play. And Houston looking around as Detroit is going to milk the clock down to 4:01 before calling a timeout, which they now do. Morrill back deep to punt. This is White Shoes Johnson. A return of 14 to the 36 after Morrill punted at 44 yards. 1st and 10 Houston, 3:55 left. They still got a shot at it. To Davis, loss of a yard on the run. 2nd and 11 at the 35. Davis again didn't gain the yard back that he lost on the first play, and Dahl makes the tackle. 3rd and 11 at the 35. Incomplete. And now Houston is looking like they will punt. I'm going to call fake punt here, or I'm going to look for the fake punt. But Houston did punt it. Norton punted at 44 yards. Watkins loses 1 on the return. Sanders, 1st and 10 at the 20. Trap left. Houston playing tight, so I'm going to go long fly to Moore. What do you got to lose? Caught by Moore, and it's a pickup at 26. And Detroit's going to take their ever sweet time snapping this next play off. A sweep left to Sanders, who loses 3 yards. Sanders is holding at 82 yards now. Houston will not call timeout, so Detroit will milk it to the 2-minute warning. Taylor, dive play on 2nd and 13. Gain of 2. Houston calls time. Sanders, pitch left. And you hope you don't get out of bounds. He does not. He loses 4 more yards. Hicks came up. But it forces Houston to call a timeout. Morrill will punt. Line of scrimmage to 41. And the punt goes 39. Should be the last chance for Houston. 1st and 10 at the 20. Screen to Davis, who gains 5. And Houston uses their last timeout with 1:29 to go. Off of Davis. 3rd and 5. Davis again. He's got the first. Turned it upfield instead of heading out of bounds. Game went 14. So the clock will run. 1:09 left. Incomplete. Second and 10. Didn't see who he was throwing to there. Another incomplete pass. That was intended for Hill, so the last 2 passes went to Hill. 3rd and 10 at the 39. On the run was Moon. He tried to throw it to Hopkins. That's incomplete. 4th and 10. Could be the last chance for Houston. Incomplete. Quinn deflected it. Stafford will take a knee, and this one will be history. And there you go. Houston falling to Detroit 20-10. Detroit goes to 3-4, and so does Houston. Look at the team stats real fast. 288, 242. Houston had the better offensive production today, net offense. 14 penalties in the game. After 10 took place in the first 20 minutes, the game calmed down nicely. Houston ran 62 plays, 37 more passes, 52 by Detroit, 30 were rushes. 30-58 to 29-02. Houston had the better time of possession by 1 minute and 56 seconds. And Detroit, despite going only 2 out of 13 on third down, they win the game 20-10. Look at the scoring summary. Detroit got the first 20 points. I think this is going to be a tough call as to who had player of the game honors. Maybe Jim Gibbons. Jim Gibbons had 2 touchdowns, both touchdowns for Detroit. Maybe him. I don't know. We'll know in a moment. We'll look at the standings real fast. The Upper North is right over here where my pointer is. Detroit is 3-4. They could be as close to a game in the lead in the battle for the Upper North lead, but Minnesota and Green Bay will play later on this week. For Houston, they fall to 3-4. So New Orleans could lose later on this week, and New Orleans would still be leading the lower South. Jacksonville just lost earlier to Los Angeles at home. Tampa Bay will be playing in a couple of games. So who got the player of the game honors? It went to Stafford. 14-22, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our next 3 games, Kansas City traveling to Buffalo, Chiefs and the Bills, Dallas and Tampa Bay, and then San Diego and Cincinnati. Your final today, 20-10, Detroit over Houston. And this has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well wherever you are and whenever you see this. Godspeed and God bless. And we'll do it again soon. Bye bye for now, everybody.